sometimes the circuit given will look like bit complicated at first look, like this circuit, where three voltage sources are connected such a way that they are forming a star. Same way, for these three resistances, I can say they are forming a star. But hold on, whenever we solve a numerical, I'll tell you, it's nothing like having a star or delta, it's a very simple circuit. Okay? But before that, let's see what the problem is all about. So I'm reading the problem. Using Norton theorem, find the current which would flow in a 25 ohm resistance connected between points A and B. So I have connected a load resistance which is 25 ohm. So let's redraw the circuit before solving. So actually I am having three branches. In each branch I am having a voltage source in series with a resistance. So 10 volt in series with 5 ohm, 20 volt in series with 10 ohm, 30 volt in series with 20 ohm, and all these three branches are connected between points A and B. So consider this fact in mind. Let's redraw the circuit. So first of all, I will mark A and B points. So suppose here I consider a point B and here point A. So from A to B I am having voltage source and a resistance. So the circuit will be like this. I am having a voltage source in series with a resistance, and that is connected between points A and B. So first branch is of 10 volt as a voltage source and a resistance of 5 ohm. Same way I can draw remaining two branches, that is 20 volt in series with 10 ohm and third I am having 30 volt in series with 20 ohm. And 25 ohm resistance is connected between points A and B. So I will draw that also. So this is RL of 25 ohm. Our objective is get this current which is flowing through RL by using Norton's theorem. Now if I consider this circuit, this is a very simple circuit that I get after redrawing the original circuit having three loops. So let's solve by Norton's theorem. So let's consider step number 1, calculation of IN. What I need to do? I need to replace RL by short circuit link. So I will get a structure like this. These are the points A and B, and this is 5 ohm, battery of 10 volt, 10 ohm, battery of 20 volt, 20 ohm, battery of 30 volt. I will mark three loop currents, I1, I2 and I3. As per the current direction, let's mark voltage drops. So this will have a voltage drop plus minus. For this it is plus minus, and because of I3 it is plus minus, the way I have shown. Our objective is to get this current, so I will mark here it's IN, which is flowing through short circuit link which we got after replacing RL by short circuit. So let's apply KVL to loop number 1. So loop number 1, we'll start from here. First element is this, so drop is minus 10 I1 plus 10 I2 plus minus, so it's a minus 20 volt battery, minus plus 10 plus minus 5 I1 equal to 0. If I rearrange the terms, I will get minus 15 I1 plus 10 I2. This minus 20 plus 10 will give you minus 10 on this side. If I take this constant other side of equation, it will be plus 10. Equation number 1. In similar way, I can apply KVL to loop 2. So here I'll start from this point. So first element is this, where drop is minus 20 I2 plus 20 I3. Here it is plus minus, so minus 30, minus plus, so it's plus 20. For this 10 ohm, it is minus 10 I2 plus 10 I1 equal to 0. So if I rearrange the terms, I will get 10 I1 minus 30 I2 plus 20 I3. Minus 30 plus 20 will give you minus 10 on this side. Let's take to other side. It is plus 10. Equation number 2. And finally, if I apply KVL to loop 3, I will get plus 30 minus 20 I3 plus 20 I2 equal to 0. If I rearrange the terms, I will get 20 I2 minus 20 I3 equal to, if I take this 30 on this side, it is minus 30. Equation number 3. So I need to solve these three equations. So solving equations 1, 2 and 3, I will get I1 as 2 ampere, I2 as 4 ampere and I3 I am getting 5.5 ampere. Now let's relate this I1, I2, I3 with IN. So if I see this circuit, I3 is nothing but IN. So I can write IN is nothing but I3, whose value we got 5.5 ampere. Let's see the direction. So direction I am getting this time is from B to A. So here I will write it is from B to A. So first step of Norton's theorem is over. Let's go to the second step, that is calculation of Rn. For this we need to remove RL. In this case it is 25 ohm. Voltage source need to be short circuited. So here I am having 10 volt, 20 volt and 30 volt. So these voltage sources are short circuited. And if current source is present in a circuit, we need to replace it by open circuit. But in this problem, we are not having any current source present. So if I consider these modifications, I will get structure like this. So these are the terminals B and A, across which we have to find out Norton's resistance Rn. Here it's a 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 20 ohm. So it's a very simple problem of a parallel connection of 5, 10 and 20. So I can say equivalent is denoted as RAB, parallel combination of 5, 10 and 20, which will be solved like this: 1 upon RAB equal to 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 20. So if I solve this, I will get RAB, which is nothing but Rn, equal to 2.8571 ohm. Here we have completed step number 2. Let's go to the third step, which is very simple. Just we have to draw Norton's equivalent circuit. Where I am having a current source and a resistance parallel to it. Current source is IN, whose value we got as 5.5 ampere, and Rn is the Norton's resistance, whose value is 2.8571 ohm, and these are the terminals A and B. So before writing these terminals A and B, you need to check what exactly direction we got. So if I see over here, I got IN as current flowing from B to A. So if I mark the terminals A and B like this, it will give you a current direction A to B, which is reverse. So I need to change it. So actually terminals will be marked like this. So this you have to keep in mind, right? So every time it cannot be A to B. Sometimes it will be from B to A, depends upon circuit structure. Let's go to the fourth step, that is calculation of IL. For this, we need to connect load resistance to this Norton's equivalent circuit. It's a 25 ohm, and this current we are supposed to find out. So we have to use current divider rule. So by current divider rule, I can say IL equals Rn divided by Rn plus RL multiplied by IN. So Rn is 2.8571 divided by 2.8571 plus 25, which is the load resistance, multiplied by 5.5. So after solving this, I will get IL as 0.5641 ampere from B to A. So outcome of this problem is that sometimes structure of a circuit will be a bit complicated at first look, but whenever we redraw it, it actually becomes very simple. So keep this in mind. If at first look I am not able to figure out the structure, redraw it and then solve. Thank you.